Hey everybody, it's Let's Paint TV in the house. Let me go get some coffee and I'll be right back and we'll hang out with you for the rest of the hour. Just a second. Okay, we're back. Let's Paint TV in the house. It's a rainy day here in Los Angeles. And to celebrate the peacefulness of the rain, we will be listening. We're going to be affected by what is this? 818-528-4516. Give us a call. We're getting started here. As usual, a little out to lunch with our thoughts and our understanding of what we want to do, or what we should be doing, or what we could be doing. That is the case today. Though the rain does make you want to cuddle up in your most coziest clothes. Maybe you would like the Furbies. No, what are those things? Those giant cozy pullovers that were basically blankets that you put your arms in. What were those? They were the fad of many years, and I think we as a society have already forgotten what they are called, apparently, or at least I'm speaking for you all. That does appear to be the case, since I do not know the name of that particular product. But I've got to say, I wouldn't mind wearing one of those outfits right now and become a gigantic Teletubby. What were those things called? That's the question for today, among other questions that we will probably conjure up here as we continue on with the show. As you can see, I'm not going to do any painting. I'm going to just say no to painting today. But we can talk about painting, as you know. Painting can be talked about. We can talk about a lot of fantastic stuff out there in the world of painting. Paint. Actually, I don't really keep tabs on it too much, frankly. I am not an aficionado along in those regards. It is not something that I spend too much. I'm lost. I'm ultimately lost in my own world. Lost in translation. It is just a matter of that being the case. Which is valid. Which is what I'm here to point out is that that is valid. You do not have to feel bad. I'm not feeling bad that I don't have anything more to give than to give myself for which it stands, one nation under liberty. We can just keep on trucking. The trucking in the sense, Teamsters, Jimmy Hoffa, we can keep going. We can keep on going. It is not imperative in so important to feel like you have to fit in. I know it's hard to figure that out or to accept. It's hard to accept that prognosis of not fitting in or not having the need to fit in. What's the name of that thing that I was asking for? Maybe someone knows what I'm talking about. Not that it's important one way or the other, frankly. It is not. I understand. And as my dad would always say, if it was important enough, you would remember it. And that blanket with arms that you stick your head into and your legs out of, that contraption that hit the society, Western civilization for a good solid few years. Where are you now? Where are you now? Chia Pet is still going strong. They've gone the Chia Pet has gone so strong that now the actual chia seeds are now a health craze. Who knew? Who knew that as seen on TV becomes a health craze? And we're not talking Ron Pompelli, Ron Pompelli, or whatever his name is. There's the number, 818-528-4516 if you want to call the program. We're not painting today. I'm on strike. In some sense, some form or the other. I'm actually not really on strike. I'm in my Sunday clothes, and I'm going to have to stay in them for an engagement of sorts after the broadcast. So I'm not willing to change. It's hard to change sometimes, and so change is good. However, changing my clothes in a short period of time is not my cup of tea. inherently lazy? Yes, I could. I could, but I won't. Plus, it's just, again, it is just very, it doesn't rain much here in Los Angeles. This is, I think, the first, they said, substantial amount of rain that we're going to have since February, apparently. So this is a big deal. And we might as well cherish the love, cherish the moment. Why don't we cherish the moment? I think I combined two songs there. Why don't you do what you do? Cherish the love, cherish the moment, cherish the rain. Anyway, 818-528-4516. Reading your chats, taking your calls, doing it all as best we can. However, can we really all get along? I don't know. That's a great question. It's one of the greatest. I'd say that quote by Rodney King could very well be one of. I would project. You could easily put that in the top, however many quotes of the 21st century. At least in terms of how it plays, how it relates to, what's going on, man? What's going on? And I definitely believe that would fit in there. I don't know if it does. I don't know if anyone would accept it. A lot of times people want to give quotes to people that are famous. Well, apparently, I mean, he became famous, but a lot of people rather give quotes to, Benjamin Franklin and George Washington quotes. Is Rodney King enough of a famous person to have his quote be listed in the list of greatest quotes of the 21st century? It is questionable. I would say, of course, I haven't even looked. I'm just pondering here, guys, as we tend to do. Our crack staff of researchers are non-existent. They are not here. Maybe one day we would have that. Maybe one day. What could we do to make this show better? Let us know. Write us an email, mrletspaint@gmail.com. You can call us right now too if you like. If you really want to just let it be known, I'll take it. I can take it. 818-528-4516. Let the world know. Or if you just want to quietly send a private note, you more than welcome to do your due diligence. Tally ho! Tally ho! We're having a nice, cozy TV, cozy late morning. Just going into lunch hour here, quarter after the hour here. Marching our way to the noon hour here on the Pacific coast of the United States of America. Dun 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 dun. Have you ever thought it was kind of strange? I always think it is strange. The use of Western music, bands, military band militaries when they are marching and they have the band and it's dun dun dun. And I always thought that was interesting, that or sad, more so sad, but also the apparent influence of Western culture on other cultures. But these other countries, I always found it to be interesting. There's quite a few of these other countries who have their little teeny tiny military branch of government, and they have a military band, and the band is playing European oompa la, stuff, whatever. It's just so strange. Why do they have to do that? Why would they do that? Why would Mongolia? I don't know if they actually. I'm just saying Mongolia. I don't even know. Do they even have a military? I don't even know. But why would a country, somewhere out in far off lands of Asia and have nothing to do with really Western culture, and yet they subscribed. It's like they subscribed to this band with little marching band scenarios. I mean, come on, man. What's that about? Well, I guess we do all kind of know what it's about, but nevertheless, it is. It is. It's kind of sad. Life's kind of sad when we think about it. I mean, it can be a sad kind of prognosis, but you know what? It is. And you know what? Before the end of the show, I am going to figure out what those things were called. Those blankets with that are turned into some sort of clothing that you get to turn yourself into a big Teletubby. What was that called? I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out before the show is over. We still got another solid 40 minutes left. It's going to happen. I'm going to do this. I'm going to use the power of the power within me. And that is something, though, I got to say, that is even something to, even if, okay, I'm trying to explain it to you. And maybe one of you will write in the comment board and then defeat the purpose of me trying to figure out what I'm trying to think of. Because you might have, you want to help me out. But I don't do that. Don't do that. Don't tell me what it is. I'm gonna stay on this. I'm gonna stay on this. I'm gonna work on this. Think about it, and I'm gonna get it. It's a terry towel. No, it's not a terry towel. But yeah, Chia Pets, they have withstood the time, and this is the season for Chia Pets. The various Chia Pets. I think they even have the President Obama Chia Pet, which is really great, because the Chia really does provide a wonderful afro. But I couldn't believe it, and I know a lot of you probably can't believe it either, that somehow the chia seed is somehow now the next health craze on this planet, at least for our quinoa loving souls. that are robbing the only food source, the main food source for the indigenous peoples of Bolivia, quinoa. Thank you, health conscious people in the Western world, for driving up the price of quinoa so that you can feel a little extra healthy. Why don't you move over to the chia seeds? Why don't you move over to the chia seeds and let's bring back wheat germ? Whatever happened to wheat germ? My gosh, what is up with that? What are we just? Are we just a culture that we just have things here and there and then move on? Are we just a disposable culture? We even dispose of health crazes? Don't even get me started with that wheatgrass. Let's not even get into that. Now that was not, you can't, wheatgrass, I mean, you know what I think the next health craze is going to be? Catnip. Catnip is going to be it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that catnip is the next craze, people. Catnip. Could you imagine people just getting all crazy, eating little, rubbing their body into catnip? Could be an aphrodisiac, I bet. There'd be people running around dressing up as cats and stuff. Like be Furby conventions, dressed up as cats, rolling around in catnip, going all freaky and stuff. Government would have to outlaw it, but as long as it's for the cats, it's okay. But outlaw it for human use. You'd have to like show proof that you actually have a cat, that you can actually buy the stuff. Actually, the cats are the only ones that can go buy it. They're the only ones that can go to the local pet shop and get their catnip, because us humans have gone ballistically crazy over it. All right, so let's bring back the wheat germ. Let's stop eating quinoa. Let's keep eating those chia seeds. And let's take your calls here on the program, 818-528-4516. We are on strike. We're not painting today because I'm in my Sunday clothes. Actually, they're not really terribly Sunday-ish. They got paint on them anyway, but at least it's dry and there's only a couple of spots of paint on them, and I think it will be passable. I will be hopefully be accepted in my next phase, my next dimension that I will be entering into after this program. As soon as we conclude this transmission, this presentation. Raining, just an update. It's not a big strong rain. You can kind of tell. It's just, if anything, more gloomy. But the various roads are starting to fill up with water. Because it doesn't rain hardly at all, it is going to cause some issues. I look forward to that. Actually, no, but I do like the idea of the cozy factor. Cozy clothes. Cozy clothes. Cozy clothes. Could be a name for a new clothing store. Cozy Clothes. That's the name of my new clothing store. Cozy Clothes. I like it. It's got a nice ring. You think of these things, you think you're the only one that ever thought of it, and sure enough, someone else has that. Cozy Clothes. Since 1959, Cozy Clothes. Listen to the rain as it drops from the ceiling. From the ceiling. From the sky. Listen to the rain. Do do do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. I think that's Bobby Darin. If I am incorrect, feel free to let me know. And I'm still trying to dance around on what the name of that product that hit the nation big time, and I don't see it this year. And this is the time of year for it to bust out on as seen on TV products. And maybe it is, and I've just not been watching the right channel of late. I haven't even seen a Chia Pet commercial yet, so I don't know what's going on. You know what? No one is even putting up Christmas lights as of yet, or very little. I haven't either, but I kind of thought maybe I would try to get it. Sort of, the thing about putting up Christmas lights, the thing about like doing any of this kind of Christmassy deal, holidays, seasons, greetings, whatever you want to call it, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, by participating in it, it is sort of, I'll tell you what it is. It is the same idea of the idea of forcing yourself to smile, forcing yourself to laugh. At some point, it starts to kick in. So guys, keep that in mind. Don't be a Grinch this holiday season. Give merrily. Give quite a lot. In fact, one way to give, actually, is to give to this broadcast. We would more than welcome your Christmas, Hanukkah, season's greetings gift, year-end donation. Though, of course, you could donate any day and every day to this broadcast. We are here every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 12 noon. And your dollar, as little as $1 a month, guys, you can donate. And go to letspainttv.com. There's the link there. Letspainttv.com. You will be more than merry. And what I'm trying to say is, by giving, you feel better. You feel better about yourself. Can't guarantee it, but there's a good chance that it could be the case. In the same sense of, if you are fake it to make it, is really what I'm trying to say. And so when we think, and just think about that in the think about it as the world turns, the idea that one could change their attitude, their mantra, their position in life with fellow human beings by virtue of giving of themselves. It just the compound W, preparation H. It just starts to compound. It starts to it grows. It grows. The love within you by the giving of yourself. don't confuse it necessarily with the giving of money and the giving your donation here even at Let's Paint TV. Don't think that that's going to solve it all, but it can give you that little extra bit of tender victual, tender love. It can give you some extra brownie points, endorphins in your head. They can ignite. You can get a warm, fuzzy feeling by that, and I think that really, when it gets down to it, that is probably what the holiday season. It's the holiday season. Do 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 do. It's the holiday season. Is all about. It is. So put out the Christmas lights. And buy some gifts for your fellow loved ones. And for that matter, guys, by the way, you know what? Maybe we should give gifts to people we hate. You know? Maybe that's the real, that could change we can bring remelt the ice cap. I mean, the icebergs, we're going to change the axis of the earth by doing just that. We're going to tilt it in the right direction if we could do that. Wow. Let's do that. Who do I hate? I don't even know. I mean, I don't want to, honestly, it's embarrassing to even say that you hate somebody. At least in my thought. I really do. I'd rather not have to think that I have to hate anybody. So I couldn't even name you one. But I mean, I guess there's always one or two people, I guess, that you feel like they kind of did you wrong, I guess. And so I guess in that sense, I guess I hate them. I guess. I don't know. I don't know, really should we even think that we have anybody that we hate. I guess maybe more I guess we're supposed to hate, countries or groups, right? That's sort of the other group thing that we're supposed to do, right? Let's hate people that hate us. I don't know. Let's move out of that one. Let me see if I can still think of that thing. That is it going to show up in my head? Sometimes this thing just floats back into your head what you're trying to think of. I'm back to that. The Scooby, the Furby, I know I could draw it. I could draw this thing. This cozy. I would call it the cozy. And we're talking about that because it is. It's raining. It's picked up just a tad bit right now, and we're just sort of celebrating the rain, guys. I know some of you back east and back in other parts of the world and the country and the nations and wherever you are, you're just sort of laughing that we're even sort of making it a holiday of sorts. The fact that it's raining here in Los Angeles, but it is unusual, and it is a beautiful thing. People like to say, "Oh, L.A., Los Angeles is a desert." But I would say that it's more of a dessert. It is not a desert because, well, maybe it is. But it can rain. It can rain quite a lot at times. Though not a lot of late. 818-528-4516, but this is a good start. This is a good beginning, guys. It's a good beginning. And it's a good beginning to the holiday season. Put out your festivities, guys. Put your festivals and celebrate as much as you can, if you can handle it. Again, it might be too much. It might be too much, and maybe you need to scale back. Maybe maybe we one, and I'm probably speaking for myself, probably drinks probably one too many at any of these events that might pop up. And if you are going to be drinking, don't drink and drive. There, I said it. All right, 818-528-4516. We want you and your loved ones, and we don't want you to also, well, we just don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble, man. Speaking of painting and art, I guess from what I've heard or seen on Facebook, a lot of things are going down in Miami. Miami is going down. And I don't quite understand it, frankly. And again, that's because I'm in my own world. And it's okay to be in your own world, guys. There's nothing that is valid. I am valid. I have validated myself. I don't need to be part of any club. I don't need to read any magazines, articles, papers. Not that I'm against it. I'm just saying I just don't do it. I guess if it's in front of me, I might look at it or something. But you don't need to be up to speed. You don't need to be current with your operating prognosis of who you are as an artist and what you do. Just snap out of that at least once in a while, and maybe all the time. Consider it as an option, please. There's nothing worse than seeing someone so consumed in being part of the club, whatever club this is. And what is this club? It is a bunch of tomfoolery, and you know it. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in Miami, and it's not just. It seems, from what I gather, there's like 100 various art conventions going on. That's my imagination. Maybe it's not 100, but it's like I think there's at least 10 or 20 like various kind of art dealy bobs, if you will, in the city of Miami. Maybe one day I'll make it there. Probably not. Probably won't be anytime soon. I remember I have gone to a couple of these art fairs for contemporary art where galleries show up from all over the world, and then they have their booths, and that is the most. You feel like a total peon. You feel when you walk in there, you feel like you are nothing when you walk into that space. It is not. It is a. That's my feeling. That was my feeling. I felt like a total loser in these in that environment. In fact, I feel like that anytime I walk into an art gallery for the most part. And I think it's my own. That's my own issues. It is my own way I operate in society, and how I handle myself, and how I let others, I guess, handle me. I'm gonna cry now. What is the name of that thing? Oh man, I want to say Teletubby, but it's not a Teletubby. It's not a Teletubby. Hey, 818-528-4516. We only got a few more minutes left of this exciting program. I'm really glad that you've come in here. No comments, and I don't know what that is all about. I don't know if I'm not just getting them, or they're there and they're just not seeing them. But your comments are welcome, and you're free to call this number 818-528-4516. I'm going to just check my emails, and nothing of terribly importance is here to attend to, which is both good and bad. It's good in some sense and bad in others. But I think that's probably one of the other issues that I could point out here as we're enjoying the rain coming down. And that is our addiction to social media, and how it ends up preventing us from maybe doing stuff that it sidetracks us from doing what we want to do or what we should be doing. Something to think about. Hey, we got something here. Lone Deer. I'm making cupcakes, so I was just listening today, but testing out the comment system now. Okay, Lone Deer, thank you for pointing out and proving that this is a interactive dialogue between myself and the world at large. But it is something to consider. The one's sort of obsessiveness with social media and always checking, and of course I have a smartphone now and had it for the last year about, and I gotta say I do check probably more times than I should or need to. But if we catch ourselves, maybe that is the way to go. And I'm not against the use of social media. In fact, but again, a part of me thinks, hey, Taylor is here. Hi, Mr. Les Payne. Happy to see you back. So glad California's getting ready. Keep on, my friend. Thank you, Taylor. You are an inspiration too, Taylor. I'm proud to happy to know you, and look forward to meeting you one day again, somehow. But anyway, I do wonder if I could be a little, I guess, be a little more productive. And then you wonder, well, geez, if we're gonna just be so productive, what's it all about, Alfie? You know, why do I need to be productive? I mean, obviously we need to be productive in some sense as a preventative measure, probably from losing it, you know, from going crazy. There is that aspect, I suppose. Was idle minds? There's some saying, something about being bored out of your mind. Basically makes you go crazy. I just realized I'm going to do a show. I want to create a show, and it's called The Boring Show. And I want to just create, do a gigantic museum show called Boring. That's the title of the show. And we'll just include all this art that is like really boring. That one, someone could probably say that that's probably all art. There's quite a lot of it out there that is kind of fits the bill of being boring. Anyway, that's my new thought of the day. In fact, I'm going to post that on Facebook so that maybe we can get the ball rolling on that idea. But I do wonder if I do spend too much time with you all. But then
I don't really have much interaction with other people anyway, so this is sort of my interaction. Probably not the best interaction, but then again, since I am on house arrest, this is as good as it's going to get. Self-imposed house arrest. Okay, all right. Just kidding. I'm free to go wherever I want. And by the way, if you do need Let's Paint TV to come to your neck of the woods, your town, just contact me at mrletspaint@gmail.com or go to letspainttv.com and contact me that way. I'd be happy to come to your town and perform for you. I'll do my song and dance of sorts. Anyway, so yeah, the rain's still raining, but it's not a big heavy duty kind of rain. It's pretty mellow for the most part. Probably best that way. We don't know what to do when it rains too much. So, and as even just this little bit of rain, we're already getting flooding issues on the streets because it hasn't, wherever that water goes into the storm drain or whatever. It's been a while since it's been flushed. It's like a toilet that you have not flushed in a year. That's what we're probably dealing with here in the city of LA in the storm drains. Just like one giant toilet that needs to be flushed. And by the way, if you're thinking of coming to Los Angeles or you live in Los Angeles, it's customary, and I'll just point this out, don't go swimming in the ocean for a number of days after a storm. Okay? I've said it. It's valid, it's true. There's a lot of nasty stuff that is being flushed down the storm drains that where does that go? It goes to the ocean. And so the ocean is getting a shitload, if you will, of crap that is going out into the out there. And so don't go swimming for a few days. In fact, check with your local authorities. Don't go swimming at the ocean today, particularly for a few days, frankly. They usually announce that, though, but I thought maybe I'd announce that to my 7 viewers right now, because you just never know. Also, unscented toilet paper is going to be better for your bottom than scented toilet paper. That's another thing that, and probably better for the sewer system, but I'm not sure about that one. It's probably just as bad as anything else. But the scented toilet paper, stay away from that. Also, flavored coffees and flavored beers. I am not for that either. I'm just a boring ass SOB, aren't I? I just want it all plain, don't I? Now, that's not true. I want some variety. I want some spice in my life, but I don't need scented toilet paper to spice it up. All right, just a few more minutes here on the program. Thanks again for being here. It's Let's Paint TV. And we got 8 viewers now, Lone Deer. Fantastic. We are, and we might be having, by the way, just a programming note. There may be some change in the numbers and in the listenership, viewership. Well, anyway, I'll let you know. There is something in the works that we may or not be working on. But we'll keep you posted on that if and when. I don't like to really always. I always have bad luck the minute I blurt out anything that I think is going to happen. Rarely More times than not, when I say I'm going to be on, say, a television program, it turns out that it's almost like they heard me. They heard me telling everyone I'm going to be on a TV show, and they go, oh, Mr. Let's Paint just said that he was going to be on a TV show. Let's cut him out of the show. Let's cut him out. It's almost like the Sports Illustrated jinx, you know? When you're on Sports Illustrated, you inadvertently lose the most important game of your life, or whatever, you know, the next game or whatever. The Superman jinx. Anyone who plays Superman ends up kind of getting killed prematurely or injured or something like that. I don't know if that's who's the latest guy who played Superman, and I think they're still alive, aren't they? Well, but you could always die, though. I mean, we're all going to die, so I mean, the Superman hoax is for everyone, right? I mean, we're the fact that we're all going to die. In fact, I'd rather die at some point. I'd rather move on to another trajectory of sorts at some point. I don't want to necessarily be stuck doing Let's Paint TV live streaming for the rest of my life. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying to do something else with my soul, with my fillet of soul of sorts. I mean, I look forward to it. I'm not really. I mean, hopefully it's you know, hopefully we bring to the table, whatever table that is, the various life's lessons that we have learned here so far. Hopefully, we get to bring some of the. I mean, obviously, you're not going to bring back any kind of memory. We're talking about next life now. And by the way, I gave up. I do not know. And I've given up. And I'm going to ask for your help. What is the name of that product that was very popular on TV, as seen on TV? It's a gigantic blanket that you put your body in, and they have little arms. Do you know what I'm talking about? I gave up. I can't figure it out. I quit. Help me out, will you? 818-528-4516. We're coming down to the home stretch here at Let's Paint TV. We got 8 people watching. Fantastic. And I haven't even picked up a paintbrush. It's a lot easier not painting, frankly. I can just focus on my audio dimensional, omni-dimensional pattern, directional. Yes, it is raining. It is raining, and we're enjoying the rain. We're not there quite yet to be singing this, but maybe in the next day or so. A Snuggie! Damn, Lone Deer. Thank you so much. I would have never gotten the Snuggie. I think I said Huggy, maybe, or a Cutesy. Man, it was a Snuggie. Damn, I feel like I'm gonna. I just feel. I feel like a loser. I feel like I really. I don't have a grasp of reality if I can't even recall what the hell that was. A Snuggie. Snuggle, Snuggie, Cutesy. I mean, come on. I mean, I have the pictures of it. I have all types of visions and memories of people in Snuggies, people having sex in Snuggies, and this and that in a Snuggie, this and that. I don't know the name. It's a Snuggie. All right, well, we resolved one thing here today, and that is, and I thought I'd figure it out. I thought it would come to me. And I guess it would have, but I didn't think it was going to come to me within the hour as we come to the close of this program, and I think probably the case it would be. So I wasn't going to figure that out. I had a stumbling block, and that happens, and that's why we need each other, people. This is a perfect example where we need each other to help each other out. We can't go at this alone. We cannot just be on autopilot all the time. A Let's Paint TV, a warehouse full of Let's Paint TV Snuggies in China. I don't. Yeah, I mean, they might have. There's someone might have done that. They might have. A couple of years ago, they might have said, "Yeah, that Let's Paint TV is going crazy. It's going to be the next big thing. Let's make a shitload of Let's Paint TV on the butts of the Snuggies. Print that out and be ahead of the curve." And I think they would have lost at that if that were the case. But maybe not. Okay, it's raining. It's raining a little bit more heavier now. I don't know if you can tell. I'm just letting you know. It is quite a bit of rain. It's on some level, it is. It's raining. It's quite beautiful, I gotta say. Beautiful. It is. It just really. Now again. We want to be careful with the with it all. You can slip and slide. That was a fun thing, slip and slide. Remember that? All right, chia pets, chia seeds, quinoa. John Quinone. What would you do? John Quinone. No. John Sununu. Mario Como. What would you do? Hashtag. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. I'm not going to watch that. I got tired of that show. That show was fun for like one show. Do they still do that? I don't know. I know we still do Let's Paint TV every day, Monday through Friday, guys. 11 to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. My time is up. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully we'll tell you, have some more important news for you tomorrow, and maybe we'll actually paint. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just stop painting and just talk our way through it. Until tomorrow, we'll see you. Bye-bye.